my dear readers, listeners, and of course, friends. As we meander, somewhat bemusedly, into the heart of 2024, it's hard not to cast a wry glance backward at the pandemonium unleashed by the pandemic that began in 2020. It feels as though we're actors in a farce, where the curtain call was missed, and the audience, having grown tired, has started to wander off, only for the plot to thicken once more. This saga, rich in irony and absurdity, has roots that stretch deep into the past, to the battlegrounds of educational policy and the ideological skirmishes over the teaching of evolution. The opponents of Darwinism, who have long sought to downplay the significance of evolution, managed to contort their beliefs to accept microevolution, the slight, begrudging nod to the undeniable process of change within species. This concept, treated like an unwanted guest at a dinner party, was acknowledged only insofar as it did not disturb the main course of their doctrine. Yet the grand jest of our current predicament is that even this token admission has been abandoned, left by the wayside in the rush to deny the glaring evidence of viral evolution before our very eyes. One imagines the virus itself, if capable of amusement, would find great sport in the spectacle of its human adversaries scrambling to reconcile their preconceived notions with the stark reality of its mutation and spread. Here indeed is microevolution in action, so rapid and visible that it mocks the deniers with each new variant. Yet this undeniable demonstration of evolutionary principles in real time seems not to have softened the hearts or opened the minds of those who view science through the lens of suspicion and disdain. Of course, the absurdity of this situation does not rest solely on the shoulders of the evolution skeptics. It's a broader comedy involving a cast of characters who, even in the face of a pandemic that has reshaped the world, cling to their ideological fortresses. The anti-vaxxers and anti-maskers, emboldened by a miasma of misinformation, serve as the chorus to this tragedy, echoing the sentiments of denial and resistance that have hampered our collective response to the crisis. Yet it would be an oversight to dwell exclusively on this rejection of microevolution as the sole act of this drama. The narrative is richer, woven through with threads of human folly, resilience, and the ever-present struggle between knowledge and ignorance. This is not merely a story about the denial of scientific fact, but about the consequences of that denial, how it shapes policies, influences behaviors, and ultimately affects the health and well-being of societies. Amidst this, there are moments of clarity, of scientific triumph, and profound human cooperation that should not be overshadowed by the clamor of the naysayers. The development of vaccines in record time, the untold stories of healthcare workers on the front lines, and the simple acts of kindness and solidarity that have emerged from this crisis speak to a different aspect of our nature, one that is capable of rising to the occasion, of learning, adapting, and overcoming. In a twist of fate that would be rich with irony if it weren't so tragically preventable, the same individuals who spurn the lessons of evolution as academic fancy find themselves in a deadly dance with a virus that is a textbook example of natural selection in real time. As they rally against the very notion of evolution, dismissing it as not applicable to the human condition, COVID continues its grim march, indifferent to ideology, evolving in ways that exploit our biological vulnerabilities. This denial does not just undermine our collective response to the pandemic, it leads some of its loudest detractors directly into the path of the virus, turning their dismissal of evolutionary science into a literal matter of life and death. Here lies the ultimate irony. In their haste to deny the basic principles of biology, they become stark examples of natural selection at work, a somber reminder that nature does not bend to the will of human belief.